Can we learn to shame ourselves? Yes, actually, we can. What I want you to do is think about either a time when you were a child, or even as a parent, a time when you've sort of yelled at your child, but a time when you were afraid because your child was doing something that was scary, or a time when as a child you were yelled at, screamed at, and made to feel ashamed because your parent was terrified. So for example, I was helping a little kid one time, and he went to pour himself hot chocolate right out of the machine, and then he immediately went to drink it, and I panicked, and I was like, no, 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 and he was like, ow, I burned myself, and I'm like, of course you did, what are you thinking? Because I was scared. It scared me that he would have really hurt himself. I realized in that moment I had put shame into him for not knowing better. Now, what I want you to do, so think of an example when that happened to you as a child, or when you've done that to your own child. And now think about when something happens and you go, I should have known better, right? That's that shame that comes from that idea when you feel like you should have known what was happening, or you should have known what would have happened from an action. We can learn to shame ourselves, but we can also learn how to really recognize those shameful patterns and those moments and start to catch ourselves and realize where the fear entered. We can calm that fear, be with ourselves lovingly in that fear, honestly go back and tell our child, do you remember this incident when you were drinking the hot chocolate and I yelled at you? I'm so sorry. You were doing nothing wrong. You didn't know better, and I was really scared. Right? We can clean that up, and we can go back and parent ourselves in those situations where we wish we had someone who was more honest about their fear instead of shaming us for something that we did or didn't do. Recognize the fear, and then you can shift and release the shame.